What's up, Tipsies? It is Twyla's Tipsy Travels, and this is another episode of The Bachelorette Round, Brown, and Abroad edition. Alright, guys, I am so incredibly sorry for slacking on my channel. I'm like slacking big time, and I mean, a lot of it has to do with kind of being bummed. I'm a little bummed about a lot of things right now. One is I have 5.5 weeks left here in Scotland, and I gotta go. I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back. I mean, I want to go back to obviously spend the holidays with my family, but like I wish that there was a set, like I'm leaving to go to my next destination on whatever date. Like that is up in the air because I need to write some books. That's another thing I'm kind of bummed about is I haven't been able to write. And that's my bread and butter because I'm not getting paid for this. So I need to write, but it's not coming. And then another reason that I'm bummed is just my quest for a fling has not gone as planned. Anyway, so let's do a little bit of an update. I did go on one date, just one. Like, man, things were hot in July and August. I was, woo! Dating all over the place, and now it's like a trickle. Like I cannot, like I don't know what happened, but the dating life fell apart. One part, me not being as interested anymore in dating, and then the other part being that no one's interested in me right now, or very few. And I will admit that there was one in particular, maybe two, but honestly it was just one. It was just one. One that I really, really wanted things to work out with more than anybody, and I think because it didn't work out, I got a little bummed and didn't want to date anybody else. It's probably the truth of that. And speaking of that someone, I did try to contact him one more time. Tried to do the whole swallow my pride and contact him because I feel as if there was miscommunication when we had our falling out. And so I contacted Sir one more time, and it still didn't go over well. He's still not there. He's not ready. Like, oh no, that man needs some healing. He needs some healing or something. So I'm just gonna leave him alone. And then Jasmine actually messaged me. It was probably like a week, maybe two, that he messaged me and apologized for going quiet. He does have a lot going on right now in his life, and so I'm just leaving him be. When he's ready, if he wants to hang out before I leave, great. So then I decided, because I had actually muted my Tinder. I was done. I don't want to date anyone anymore. Meh. So I finally was like, I was feeling better. I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling much better. And so I restarted it again. And I matched up with a couple people. Oh, one guy that I matched up with a while ago had messaged me and was just like, oh, I'm so sorry. I hadn't been on in a while. And he was Spanish. Now, this is my third Spaniard, and I think it will be my final for some time. Because, the first one that I talked to, he was super cute. He was super cute and young, and he just had that sexy nerd thing going on. Like, he obviously looked like just this really, like, awkward, cute nerd, but was like really hot at the same time. Kind of like Carl from Love Actually. you know how Carl had that kind of sweet, nerdy thing going on with his glasses? And then, you know, really and truly he was super hot. It's kind of like that. So anyway, and like me and him like had misunderstanding, never met up, and he like ghosted me. Then the one that I met up with, there was no connection whatsoever, and that didn't work out. That was Maybelline, the one with the long eyelashes. And now this guy, we start talking, it's got the flirtation going, it's good, and then he said something, and I got, you know, my little sassy American, you know, sense of humor going, and then I guess he got bent out of shape because he then ghosted me, and I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, wow, that was not something to get upset over, because he said something about like he couldn't wait to be all over my curviness or something, and I said something like, slow down there, buddy. We have to meet and see if we actually like each other first. And that was it. It was just like, just being sassy. And then like I could tell that he saw the message, and then later like I messaged him and said, you do realize that I was just teasing you, right? He saw that message, still never. And so I was like, all right, fine. So that didn't work out. So then I matched up with another guy who just seemed, you know, he was kind of cute and fun. He seemed fun. So I was like, all right, bald head, glasses, whatever, you know. I was like, okay, let me check this out. Oh, he had a beard, and so we connected, and then he was very assertive. And I was like, ooh, this is nice. Someone who's very assertive. Because there was someone else. God, who was that? Oh, there was a guy who I had talked to months ago. Like, we started talking at the very end of July and into the beginning of August. And then he kind of disappeared, and then he came back and was just like trying to chat. But then I was just like, look, are we going to actually meet this time or what? Like, because I kept trying to come up with ways for us to meet, and he kept being all evasive. So, like, we finally were like, let's meet Starbucks at Ocean Terminal Mall, and he's just like, and I'll let you know about the time. And it was supposed to be on that day, and I'm like, all right. And he never messaged me, and like 2 days went by, and he never messaged me, and I just snapped. I was just like, look, like, if you can't meet up, say so. Don't just go quiet like you're a teenager. We're both adults. He's the same age as me. He's 39 years old. I'm like, grow up, dude. So, and then I blocked him. I was just so mad. And so, so when this next guy I started talking to was very assertive and was just like, all right, let's meet this day. How about here? Okay, great. Like, I was like, ooh, yes, an assertive man. And so we met. And the conversation flowed. I mean, it flowed. Now, I don't know about attraction. He did say I was gorgeous. Very nice. I don't know how strong the attraction is, but, you know, sometimes things can develop. Like, I definitely thought he was attractive, and the conversation was fantastic. But, yeah, and as of right now, I'm trying to decide, what do I want to call him? Do I want to call him hashtag Mr. Emo or hashtag Mr. BiPoly? I say BiPoly. Well, and I say Mr. Emo because he was telling me a story that definitely got him a little emotional and choked up and like had to wipe his eyes. And I get the story was very, very sad, and so that was just like kind of surprising. But like on a first date, it was like, whoa, I saw man tears on the first date. I'm like, he is in touch with basically being a human being. Like, men can cry if they want, you know, but it was just like, oh wow, like we've gone this deep, or wow, he's that comfortable. So, but then he said on his Tinder that he was into poly relationships, meaning, you know, multiple partners. So I was like, oh, okay. So you know, and then he also said something, he was telling me a story about an ex, and he said he. So, like, all right. So I guess he's also bisexual. And so, though, when I asked him, I'm just like, so tell me about this whole poly thing. And he's not the, you know, I'm one man living in a home with multiple girlfriends or wives. It's not that type. It's more of the open relationship. It's just like an open relationship. He has like a main girlfriend that he lives with. Well, that's actually something that's later. He has a main girlfriend that he lives with, and then he can date others and she can date others. So he may have another girlfriend here, another girlfriend there. She may have another boyfriend or whatever. Open. So, but it's not, at least it's not one-sided. Like, it's okay if both are dating outside. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm only here for like another 5.5 weeks. Well, at the time I was like, I'm only here for another 6 weeks. Like, it's not like, you know, the conversation was good, and he would at the very least make a great friend. So, you know, like, what do I care? I'm not looking for anything serious right now. But now he's got a whole situation where that main relationship is ending, and he's kind of devastated right now. So I don't know if that's going anywhere either. So yeah, I met this great person who, you know, the conversation was amazing. And, you know, we had a lot to talk about and so much more. But now he's going through something that, you know, makes him also not ready to, you know, like, date other people. So it's like, what is going on with my luck? And then there's another guy. So this other guy that I had started talking to, and he looked like a fluffy Mark Wahlberg. Well, I'm gonna say he's fluffy because I couldn't see anything else. Like, he only had 3 pictures up, and all 3 pictures were very close up of his face from like here down. But his face looked like kind of like Mark Wahlberg with a big old awesome beard, dark beard with, he had like dark hair and light eyes or whatever. But I'm assuming he was fluffy. We started off with the banter messaging instantly. Like, you know, it was just really cute, fun banter back and forth. But after like a day or something, I said, so are you willing to meet people? Or do you just keep it to chatting? And then he said, I don't even chat with women. And then he said something else or whatever, and he like changed the subject, and I said, well, you're chatting with me, am I not a woman? And he just avoided the conversation altogether. So again, a couple days had passed, and I said, look, like, I essentially said, like, I'm not here for a pen pal. Like, if we don't meet, I'm going to get bored. I'm going to get bored and want to move on. I said, put on your big boy pants and let's meet. And then he unmatched me and disappeared. Now, during our conversations, he would say stuff about going to the gym or whatever, and I don't know if he was trying to like let me know that, yeah, I'm bigger, but I'm working towards something or whatnot. But I'm like, did you not see my pictures? Like, I posted pictures of myself, and I posted full body pictures of myself. Mind you, they're still flattering full body pictures of myself, but you can still tell I got meat on my bones. So I'm just like, you do see that I'm fluffy, right? Like, why are you so afraid for me to see you? Just how fluffy are you? He didn't look that fluffy, but then I don't know. Like, I couldn't see anything from here down. And I'm just like, and so I'm assuming it must be really bad if he literally unmatched me because I said, let's meet. So, this is what I'm dealing with right now. I don't know what the heck happened, but literally, like, my whole dating life, that July, August, like, awesomeness just went, it crashed and burned. Like, I was having the time of my life in July and August. Even the bad dates, I was still having a great time. And it has all fallen apart. It has all fallen apart. And I will be honest here in this moment, it all fell apart after I met Sir. After Sir, I went on one more date with Jazzman, and then everything just fell apart there, and he kind of just disappeared, and then everyone that I've tried to see since then, just nothing has worked. It's been a hot dang mess. I blame him. I blame him. So, yeah. I have 5.5 weeks left. Is there a possibility of having a 5-week fling? Is that possible? I mean, I haven't even met anyone who's willing or able to spend like multiple days with me at this point. So I don't know. Oh, and there was one guy, man, I was really hoping that he would message me back. We matched on Tinder, and I messaged him, and he never messaged me back. I said something like, well, aren't you a handsome one and thicker than a Snicker? This dude is fine. He looked like he was mixed, actually. He looked mixed with black and white. I'm not sure, though. Beard, thick, like buff, but thick. And just had that swagger. Ooh-wee. I was like, hey. But he didn't message me back. So, yep, that's what I'm dealing with, ladies. That is what I'm dealing with. So, yeah, not a whole lot going on right now. I plan on going to the Highlands probably in November. At some point, I gotta kind of plan that out. Because am I gonna go up there for a day trip, which doesn't seem like enough? Or am I gonna go up there for like a couple days? Again, you know, my dream was to find someone to enjoy the Highlands with me. That has not happened. We are in the halfway mark of October. And then once November hits, I have like 3 weeks, I think. I'll have 3 weeks left. And so it's just like, yeah. Who am I going to find to take me to the Highlands? Or not even just take me, but to go with me. So sad. So sad. Anyway, that is the update on my dating life. I do not know what happens. I guess it was like the summer heat created a nice little mixture of awesomeness for July and August, and then it disappeared. So, yeah, that's that. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, or a like, or a love. Comment down below. Follow me. Subscribe. Facebook, YouTube, whichever. And hopefully I will have some more content for you in the very near future. And as always, stay tipsy, my friends.